Howdy y'all, Excel Chapter 3 Guided Project. And here we go. Step 1 is to get the material that we need to complete our guided project. And we do that by going to the course, scrolling down, finding Excel Chapter 3, going to our checklist, scrolling down to our guided project, clicking there and opening our guided project, download materials, I don't want to download all files, I almost did it and I know better. That is going to be my working file, that is going to be my instructions. I'm going to open that one first. I'm going to open this one second. I'm going to drag this one over here. Minimize this one. Sneeze. Close this. Minimize this. Maximize this. And then we are ready to begin. Alrighty. So this says, you are an analyst for the airline industry. And let me just tell you that if you are an analyst for the airline industry, you are making a nice little salary. And you are probably getting to take those trips where they're actually paying well for your travel and letting you eat well. So you created a workbook that lists overall airline arrival statistics for several years. In particular, you listed the percentage and number of on-time arrivals, late arrivals, canceled flights, and diverted flights. Based on the information provided by the Bureau of Transportation Statistics, you want to create charts and insert spark lines that show trends to discuss with airline and airport managers. Okay, start Excel and download. Instruction 2 says insert spark lines in the range G4 to G7 using the data in the range B4 to F7. I'm going to highlight right here and I'm going to go to Insert, Line, Create Spark Lines. It already knows my location range is there. I click here, I can actually collapse that if it happened to be in my way, and it wants this data right here. Expand it again and hit OK. Now, if that's not just the niftiest thing in the world, that it creates that little graph. Okay, so I just want to say this because these are inverse, right? Well, of course they're inverse. If on-time arrivals increases, then late arrivals has to decrease. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. And what happens when the late arrivals decrease, canceled and diverted decreased, obviously. So some of this stuff, you know, the relationships are pretty obvious. So we want to display high and low points for the spark lines. High point, low point. For the range, we want to change the high point color marker to green under standard points. Marker color, high point, green. That's light green, green. High point to green. Okay, we want to select the range A4 to A7 and the range F4 to F7 to create a pie chart. A4 to A7. Okay, A4 to A7 and F4 to F7. F4 to F7. So I'm going to hold down the Control key to select discontinuous sections. This makes it so much easier to insert your chart because you don't have to then go in and change data. So now it wants us to create a pie chart and move it to a chart sheet named pie chart. So insert pie chart. And when it says a pie chart, just say 3D pie chart. And now it wants to move chart to a new sheet. And we want to have it named pie chart. Okay. It wants the chart title to be 2014 flight arrivals. It wants us to apply style 12 chart styles right there. Style 3, style 12, there we go. Format the chart title with blue font color. Under standard colors. I think that's the blue, yep. Position the legend between the chart title and the plot area. Legend position. It wants it between the chart title and the plot area, so it's going to be top. That's not just the greatest. Okay. I can also just drag it up or arrow it up. I am having a hard time with this. Very hard time. Let's see if I have an easier time with that. There we go. I had a much easier time dragging that down. How's that? Much better. Apply data labels to best fit. So add chart element over here, data labels, best fit. Apply 12-point size and bold the data labels. So if I click once, it selects all the data labels. If I click again, it selects only one. So that's an important distinction because there are going to be some instructions that are going to tell you to do something just to one of them. So it wants 12-point size and bold. So let's right click, or let's go to the home tab. I must choose 12 and bold, Control B. That's a little bit wild, but you know, we'll do whatever, right? Follow our instructions. Now format the canceled data point with dark red fill color. Canceled. Let's see, canceled, that is the gray. It wants it to have dark red fill color. So I can right click, fill, and I think that's dark red. Dark red. Whoa! Control Z. Okay. Click once, it selects everything. Click again and it selects only one. There we go. Dark red. Perfect. Makes that little bitty sliver show or much more distinct. All right. We want to explode the late arrival data point by 5%. Okay, so again, when I click once on the plot area, it selects everything. Wait, late arrival. Is that late arrival? Yes, that is late arrival. So I'm going to go right here, and it says point explosion, and it wants it to be exploded by 5%. Cool beans. And we're finished with that one. And now we're going to go back to arrivals, and we're going to select the range A10 to F15. So A10 to F15. and create a clustered column chart. So insert, column, hover over clustered column. If it doesn't give you any more instructions, go ahead and choose the first one. Type on time and late flight arrivals for the title. Okay. Position the clustered column chart so that the top left corner is in cell A20. So we're going to scroll down here and we're going to drag it so that the top is in A20. I'm going to go down a tadly bit. I thought I was going to go down a tadly bit. Okay, well, never mind. Change the chart width to 5.75. Size, width, right there. Over here in the format chart area. Width of 5.75 and height to 3.5. And it wants us to apply chart filters to remove canceled, diverted, and total operations. Chart filters, canceled, diverted, and total operations. And we don't have total operations in here. So I'm going to apply this, and then I'm going to look at this and go select data. And look at what I have here. So my chart data range was supposed to include total operations. So watch what magic I can do. Now it magically includes total operations, but I'm going to filter it out. But that's how I knew that I had messed up. Total operations, diverted and canceled. But see, you don't have to go and redo everything. You just go ahead and go back and select the data, and I did that by right-clicking and select data. Open it back up. It already highlighted what I had. Cancel. All right, we're going to set the value axis. So what is the value axis and what is the category? This should be pretty simple here that this is the value axis. So we want to format axis, axis options, vertical value axis, text options. Set 500,000 for, I don't want text options. I want axis options. So 500,000 for the major units. And millions for display units. Millions for display units. 1 decimal place, so you have to go back down here to number. Now, I can collapse these so that everything doesn't disappear on me. So I'm going to choose the number category, number, with 1 decimal place. See, you're never going to see 1 decimal place until you choose the number category. Number with 1 decimal place. And you can watch the differences happen over here as you make those changes. Now, we want to add a primary vertical axis title for number of flights. So, whoops, click back on it. add chart element, axis titles, primary vertical. I just clicked it 3 times. I'm going to change that to number of flights. And it wanted that F capitalized. There we go. Yippee-yi-yo-cow-yay. Apply color to chart color to the chart. So, wait, change colors. Color 1. I'm hoping that's color 2, and it's not talking to me. Color 1. Oh, never mind. Color 2. It's a whole set. There we go. Apply color 2 to the chart. Apply light gradient accent fill 3 to the chart area. Now format chart area right there. Fill color. Fill. Gradient. And it wanted light gradient accent 3, so it's going to be presets light gradient accent 3. Okay, I just got lucky on that one. Let's see where we are. Close the workbook and submit. We're done. That was not so painful now, was it? All right, close it, save it. You know how to do it.